Okay, hi everyone. My name is Chris Collins. I'm just going to be taking you through my project, the Uncanny, Project 4, for our studio assignment. So this is my site narrative. I'm not going to read it through, but basically it talks about how I chose the urban site, the city site, um, and the thermal spa. I talk about how I designed the structure to really blend in with the facade of the city. I didn't want to impede on what has been there and what continues to be there. And I wanted the front facade to basically hide the experience behind the wall, being that there is some sort of an oasis behind that front entrance. I wanted that to sort of blend in with the adjacent buildings. This is my floor plan. You can see here, just to take you quickly through it, you enter at the front, and then to the left, you have 3 changing rooms with adjacent showers. Continuing down that hall on the left, you can access 2 toilet rooms, or to the right, you can enter the sauna. Continuing down that hallway to the left, you have the large spa area. And then to the right, there's a door outside to an outdoor deck, the lounge area. The lounge area actually has a green roof overhang and stairs down to the rear yard with a CMU privacy wall and planters. To the left of the building here, you have a long hallway. This hallway can be used as an entrance or an exit if you don't need the changing rooms or the showers. And it creates an interesting experience that I'll talk about later with some very shaped placed windows at various heights and orientations. This is just my reference plan showing where I cut sections and the elevations, referencing them to other drawings in the set. This is my circulation diagram. It basically shows the potential flow of traffic in and out of the building. I designed the structure to allow someone to access everything in the structure in any order or any way that they would want. I didn't want somebody to walk into one place and have to go all the way back around the building to get somewhere else, as you might in common commercial buildings. I wanted to have a very circular flow, a very easy exit and entrance. This is my front elevation. As I said before, I kept it very simple, just with some wood siding and some glass throughout that you'll see throughout the whole building. But like I said, I kept it very simple to blend in with the facade of the what I picture to be the adjacent buildings in the urban site. This is the left elevation. Here you start to get a glimpse of that rear yard with the green roof overhang and the CMU privacy wall with the planters. The railing you see there is up to the stairs, up to the deck, the lounge area. All of the railings, stair railings, and deck railings in the project are seamless tempered glass railings as to not obstruct one's view of the structure, whether inside or out. This is the right elevation. You can see here these various placed windows. They're oriented and shaped differently. What this does is when the sun rises in the east, which I'll talk about later, the sun will stream into these windows, into the hallway, creating a very interesting experience for somebody walking down that hallway, casting shadows on the walls and on the floor. This is the rear elevation. So here you really get to see the lounge area with the green roof overhang and the CMU privacy wall with the planters around the rear yard. You can also see these 2 very large windows here. These are in front of the sauna area. They have staggered glass panes. There are not frames around each panes. They are just staggered glass. And it creates a very interesting view if you are in the sauna looking out towards the natural landscaped yard, sort of sitting smack dab in the middle of you could call concrete jungle, the city. Here's a section. This is at the front of the building looking towards the back, almost standing in that reception room there. You can see the shower and the changing room on the left, the cut section of the stairs, the seamless tempered glass railings, And then behind the reception desk, I have a water wall with a wood slat wall in front. This is one of the features that I took from my Project 3 components. I really like this, and I think it would be a very interesting feature to have, carrying the theme of water throughout the structure. Here's another section. This is cut down the left side of the building, looking towards the right. Here you're looking at the sauna door with the borrowed light, the side light there, and you can see the left side of that water wall with the wood slats in front and the tempered railing of the stairs up the deck. You also get to see in the back there those some of those windows along that right side of the building there. This is an enlarged section. This is as if you were sitting in the sauna looking towards the front of the building from the back. The sauna, or in the spa, I'm sorry, sitting in the spa. The sauna itself has very thick insulated walls to retain the heat. So I wanted to still create an experience between the spa, the pool, and the sauna. So I decided to do a large glass wall with a water feature behind it. I think, again, it carries that theme of water throughout the project, and it provides an experience between the sauna and the spa. This is an interior perspective of that reception area, looking at that water wall with the wood slats, the reception desk, the seamless railings there. On the left, you can see the doors into the changing rooms there, and on the right, you can see some of those windows. These are those two windows that I was talking about when we were on the rear elevation. If you were sitting in the spa, you could be looking out these windows to the natural landscape of the rear yard in the back. This is an exterior perspective. It gives you a good sense of the building as a whole. To the left there, you see the sidewalk, and what you can't see would be the front of the building. And what you can see on the right here is the back of the building with the rear yard and the lounge area. As I said, I kept it very simple as to blend in on the outside, almost hiding what's in the back and inside the structure. This is my isometric parts diagram. I basically took the entire structure as a whole and split it into 4 parts. One of those parts being the rear yard, and then 3 of those parts being the 30 by 30 structure. It kind of gives you a good idea of, you know, the process or the progress throughout the building from front to back without using a 2D section. And finally, this is my shade study. The top 3 images here are of the exterior, the left taken at 6 a.m., the middle taken at 11 a.m., and the right taken at 6 p.m. on June 21st. In the right image, you can see the light in the morning streaming through those windows on the right side of the structure, which creates that experience in the hallway. In the middle here, you can see just at about 11 a.m., the shadows start to come down on the windows, changing that experience, but still creating a very interesting feeling inside the structure. And then by 6 o'clock p.m., you can see that those windows are pretty much covered with shade, but it also creates a very interesting facade in the rear yard there. The bottom 2 pictures are images in the morning of that light streaming into those windows at different times, just to exemplify that that experience that one can get going down that hallway with the light streaming in as it casts shadows on the wall, on the floor, on walls across the deck, everywhere throughout the building.